with Lance. All happy to here tonight. How you doing, Sven?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Thank you very much.
We were just talking off air there for a moment. Getting late in the day over there in Germany. You're ready to wind things down.
Yeah, we have about 9 o'clock in Germany. So, I'm an old guy, so normally I have to go to bed right now.
Oh, do I know exactly how you feel, Sven? Let's talk about the new Wizard album, Metal in My Head, coming out February 19th on Massacre Records. 10 songs. Let's start with the title and the cover art. Tell us a little bit about both of those.
The cover art was made by a neighbor from me, Mm-hmm. He's a good friend of mine called Marcel Schaffeld, and we often have a drink together. And 2 years ago, I asked him to make a tattoo for me, Mm-hmm. And he makes something like that, like the cover, not the same, but in this direction. Yeah, and but it never comes to this tattoo, so I put all of it in my computer. And we started with songwriting of the new album, and we were thinking about cover, and then this cover comes in my mind because, I thought that this is also a great heavy metal cover,
Yeah.
So, so the title, normally we would... the title should call 30 Years of Heavy Metal. But for me, it sounds a little bit more for a compilation album, the best of album of Wizard.
Right.
So we decided to take another one. And so I think since we have produced the first 2 songs. The title was 30 Years of Heavy Metal. Yeah. And then we produced the third song called Metal in My Head.
Yeah.
And then there comes the light, the light from the sky, and told us, guys, this is the right name for the album.
Right. So, funny how things fall together like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Slowly, but yeah.
The album was produced, I'm hoping I'm going to get this name right, Martin, is it Buchwalter?
Buchwalter, Martin Buchwalter.
Okay. I knew you would get a better pronunciation of it than me. Had you worked with him before?
No. It's a friend of us. He plays drums on a thrash metal band in Germany called Personal War. Mm-hmm. And we played a lot of shows together, and it's a great drummer also. And yes, our drummer says, I want to record at the studio from Martin, and come on, let's try it. And so we tried.
And it worked.
It works, yeah. Fucking great sound.
Yes, it was a killer sound. You also have a new guitarist for this album.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Tommy.
Yes. Dano Boland left the band, Mm-hmm. And I think, it was also a little bit too much for him. A lot of concerts, not right now, but before.
Yeah.
And new album, and too much. It was too much power for him, Mm-hmm. So now he gets back. And then normally we wanted to go on with 4 people, like at the beginning of the Wizard career. Mm-hmm. But then there comes Tommy, also a good friend of us, and asked, do you need a guitar player? And we said, come on, you can come with us to the practice room and we try something together. And yes, it was nice. It was cool. So we decided that he has to come in our band, become a brother of Wizard.
Very nice. This is your 12th studio album, written and recorded, of course, during this pandemic. I read with a lot of support from Jack Daniels.
Yes, because I think without it's not possible to live in this fucking lockdown.
Yeah. Oh my. Yes, I hear you. It's crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Did you bring it in by the case or by the barrel, the Jack Daniels?
By the barrel.
Yeah. Let's get into some of the songs from Metal in My Head. Track 1, I Bring the Light into Dark. I love the intro, the spoken word. I thought was awesome. I thought it made a great opener. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. That was, I think, one of the last songs I made.
Really?
Yeah, really.
So one of the last songs for the album ends up being the album opener. That's cool.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
Yes, the intro was made by a friend of mine, Gustavo Fino Acosta, and I spoke the words on it and bring some rain in it, and something like that, the arrangements. And yeah, I think the song is very good for the first song.
Yeah. Yes. Excellent. We'll skip to track 3, the title track, Metal in My Head. To me, this is like an amazing metal anthem, and I would love to be able to see, to be there to see the song played live with 50,000 people in a stadium, just, totally getting into it. Was that what you sort of had in mind writing it? You wanted to come up with your rock and roll all night moment,
That was an idea from our bass player, from Arndt.
Okay.
And yeah, that was not my idea. I had the idea for the vocal lines and all that, but the music was made by Arndt.
Okay.
And yeah, we bring it together,
Mm-hmm.
And the lyrics was made by our drummer Snoppy. So everyone was involved in this metal song.
That's nice. So basically everybody in the band then contributes to, a lyric, a melody, a riff, a drum, something like that. Everybody has an equal share, sort of. Or an equal say, I should say. An equal say.
Yeah, we all are the same in our band. There is no leader, no asshole,
Right.
And that's why we are 30 years together.
I was gonna say, yeah. When doing the research, you guys have been around. It's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Everyone can put his feelings into the new songs,
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. Track 5 is 30 Years of Metal. That's the whole past, present, and future of Wizard in those lyrics is what I got out of it. Just a very nice song, a culmination. Looking back on this, 30 years ago, did you ever think you'd be doing it in 30 years?
Yeah, we're doing a lot. I don't understand what.
when you started this 30 years ago, did you think in 30 years I'm still going to be doing this?
Oh no! When we started with the music, we never thought about everything,
Mm-hmm.
We practicing 3 times a week. We were every time drunken. Yeah. There was no possibility to think about things.
But yet you just continued and continued and continued, and now you're here, 30 years down the road, still cranking out great metal.
Yeah, thank you very much.
In a pandemic, no less.
Yeah. It's.
Go ahead.
Yes. No. Okay.
Track 6, We Fight. I thought was just a great, straight up, kick-ass headbanger of a track. Who's responsible for that one?
That was there was also here. I have you need to know that I have a cellar, like a metal pub, and a small studio.
Oh, okay.
And we often meet here to drink and have party and all that shit. Yeah, and sometimes during those parties, some songs grow up,
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, we Fight is also one song of that.
Very cool. Were these new songs that you came up with, or were some of them sort of riffs from the past, or was this all new material that you came up with for this album?
No, most of them are, I think 95% are from new stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think we needed 1 year for this, for the whole album.
Mm.
And yes.
Did you find it easier or harder going into the album knowing, I'm trying to think of how I want to ask this question. Chances are you knew with the pandemic and everything there wasn't going to be like a tour or anything.
Yes.
I'm assuming, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So was it easier to concentrate on the album, or did it make it harder knowing that the hard work, you know, the tour wasn't going to happen? You know, without a tour there, how did that work as an incentive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Were you able to concentrate more on just the music without thinking about having to go on tour, or did that make it harder to do the music knowing there might not be a tour after it?
No, for us it was much easier to make this album without any concerts and tours and festivals, because now we had the time to do that.
Right.
I think without the pandemic, there were no Wizard album.
Oh, okay. So this was born out of the pandemic.
Yeah, we had the time, you know. Everyone is at home office. We have more time. We have to cancel all our concerts, and so yeah, but we all had the power to do something, so we had to make a new album.
Right. Now over there in Germany, with lockdown and everything, were you allowed to be together in a studio, or did you all have to do it in separate places and then you sort of pieced it together?
Yeah, normally it's not allowed, you know, to bring all together. But when we were in the studio, there was a time it was allowed.
Okay.
So yeah, we was at the right time, at the right place, I think.
Yeah, very good. Track 7, is it called Whirlawolf? How is that pronounced?
Wirewolf.
This is a dedication. Tell us about the person this is dedicated to. I thought it was a fantastic tribute. Tell us all about how that track came together, the dedication, and everything else.
Yeah, that is. I wrote this song for our brother and friend and part of our metal family, Matthew Brongas. He was a guitar player from a Netherlands band called Vortex. I don't know if you have ever heard of them.
I haven't. I'm going to have to check them out.
So in Germany and the Netherlands, they are cool, you know. I think he's in the band like, I don't know, 1974 or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, there was a time we met together and we become a brotherhood, you know, and we make a lot together. We go also on tour together, make a lot of things together with family and so on. Yeah. And I can remember in September 2019 I was with him. It was the last party with him. We were together, make great party, la la la. And in December 2019, he passed away. And it was a big, big shock for us all. So, yeah. And I started to think about to bring out my feelings, you know, and how can I do that? And I thought, yes, come on, we need to have a great ballad. We need, yes, to show the world what's going on, and yeah, we have to bring out the feelings, you know. Otherwise, yeah, I will fucked up here at home.
Yeah.
And yes, so I asked, because in Wizard no one can play piano, and I asked also Gustavo. It's from my I have a second band in Argentina called Finoa, and he's the bass player there, but he can also play very good piano. And I asked him, come on, can you send me some stuff, some ballad stuff? I want to make great ballad for my friend. And we put all together and it grows up. And I think it's a great, great thing for Matteo, also for his family. And for sure also for me, because now I have something in my hand and in my ears. It's great.
Very, very good track. I mean, nice track. I thought it was excellent. The track after that, Years of War. As I'm listening to the album and going down through, and I'm listening to the tribute song and some of the other stuff. It was during this track it kind of hit me. You guys have so much passion for whatever you're doing, be it metal, A Fallen Brother and music or anything like that, and it just really kind of came to me in that song. The passion that you guys have for everything.
Okay.
Particularly after 30 years, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we play heavy metal because we live heavy metal and we love heavy metal. And we make it, we are a big brotherhood, Yeah. And I think this gives us the power to do that. There is no asshole in the band, and we have played all around the world, meet great people, and this feeling, come back to us, and we have to do things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Then I got down to the final track, Destiny. I thought it was an epic song, a great way to close out the album. And, we're talking about, the length of time that you guys have been together and done stuff. Do you feel like you've fulfilled your destiny, or are you still working on it with the band?
I think, we work on it every day,
If you weren't doing metal, if you weren't in this band, what do you think you'd be doing? Where do you think Destiny would have taken you?
I don't know, man. I think I would sit at home, fat. I'm sorry. Yeah. I really don't know. I think, Destiny, or the band is all I have, I have a great family, I have kids, everything is great. But yes, the band gives me the power. And when normally we go to practice and meet us, make music together once a week, and I need this practice, to bring out the bad things in me, and it's I don't know what I have to say. It's fucking great. It's great. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, exactly. I think I know what you're talking about. I couldn't find a whole lot about your early years. Usually I'd like to do a bunch of research and find out what people did, as they were progressing through up. I couldn't find a whole lot about you. How did you start singing? Did you come from a musical family? How did it all come about back early in your life?
Oh, early. So it was very early when I started with Wizard. I think I was 14.
Wow.
And before I played drums in another band called Mendragior.
Okay.
But I think the drumming is very, very hard. It's like you have to make everyday sport and all that shit.
Yeah.
And when you're on stage, you sit in the last corner. No one can see you. You have the most work because you have to put on the fucking drums.
Right.
So there comes the day I told to me, that I need another hobby. Drumming is cool, but I think a singer is much, much better.
Yeah.
Because you stand in front of the stage. It's
you grab a mic.
For me personally, great. Yeah.
Were either of your parents singers? Anybody in your family?
No, my grandfather comes from Italy, Napoli.
Okay.
And he was he played also drums.
Okay.
And it's so no one's my father sings sometimes, but only Napolitanische songs.
Yeah.
You know, Ti voglio bene assai, something like that.
Now, you say you started singing at 14.
Yes.
Was your voice, I mean, obviously your voice was different singing that age. Did anything happen when your voice changed? You know, as guys get older, their voices change. Did you sing higher when you were younger, or did you move lower, or was it always all this sort of the same?
So first of all, I started to scream, you know, something like that. There was no singing.
Yeah.
But because our drummer loved that. So, but there was a point I told him, hey man, I really, really want to sing. I don't want to fuck up every time here and scream and all that shit. So yeah, I started some lessons, you know.
Okay.
Some singing lessons, and now then that it grows up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Years before, my vocals were a lot of higher. But you know, I have I need 1 pocket of cigarettes a day and a lot of whiskey, so the vocals became a little bit more aggressive, you know.
Yeah. Were there any singers or vocalists or frontmen that you tried to? Who were your influences? Did you have any?
Oh, I think the biggest influence was Eric Adams from Manowar.
Okay.
For me, is a great singer, and that's it. That's it for sure. Because he's when you know, I love the old albums from Manowar, not the new shit, but the old things. And yeah, Eric Adams was always a great decision for me. A great singer, and also live I saw him a lot of times. It's a great man, and yeah, I tried to go in his to sing a little bit like him, you know, when I start to singing. But yeah, then you grow up and you became your own style and all that shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
When it comes to singing, this is something I was thinking about, and I'm sure people have asked this before, but I know I never have, and I've never heard the answer of it, so I'll ask the question. What is the difference between singing in the studio, you know, when you're recording, and then when you take it live to the stage? Is there a difference?
Yes, for sure. There's a difference because although first live on stage, you have the power also from the people out there. You know, they give you the power to grow up on stage.
Yeah.
And and often in the studio you don't sing a song from the beginning to the end. You know, you have to think 1,000 times this, blah blah blah, to make it really perfect. You know, and I think live it's not necessary if everything is perfect, you know. Live it has to be only metal.
Right. So you go more from the gut live, and in the studio it's more technique.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So
and cool.
I don't look to every line live, you know, that is perfect, or I want to have fun live. It's like that.
Okay, very cool. We're talking with Sven, lead vocalist for Wizzard. Their new album, Metal in My Head, is coming out February 19th on Massacre Records. I've heard an advanced copy. It is a fantastic, if you're into metal, this is a great metal album. Sven, I always like to end with just some fun, silly questions. I'm hoping maybe these are questions you've never been asked before. Sound
okay.
Good? Yeah. Favorite toy growing up as a child?
Favorite toy?
Yeah.
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes. All right. First car you bought with your own money?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was a Ford Taunus.
Okay. If you could go back in time and eat one of your mom's home-cooked meals from your youth, what would you have her fix?
I think I would fix macaroni bolognese.
Okay. What is a day off from music like for you? If you take a day and you're not going to sing, you're not going to do anything musical, what do you do on a day off like that?
If possible, I make party and listen to great music.
Okay. Now you said you were listening to some music. I can't remember if you said what were you listening to before we started talking?
Oh, that was the new album from Generation Steel. It's a new band, first album, and they sent this album to me to have a check out, you know. Yeah, it's very cool. Also heavy metal, pure heavy metal.
All right, excellent. Given your choice of household chores, would you rather do dishes or laundry?
Sorry?
Given your choice of household chores, would you rather wash the dishes or do the laundry?
I do both because I'm a houseman, you know. I work at home with the children and all that shit, and my wife go to work.
All right, very good. Last one, and this is the one we have the most fun with. If they were to make a movie of your life, what actor would you have portray you in the movie? And it's your movie, your life. You can pick anybody.
Oh, God. I don't fucking know, man. What actor?
Okay.
I cannot answer this.
Okay, you can think about it, and next time we talk, I'll expect an answer.
Yes, for sure.
I'll give you time to think. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Some people do have trouble coming up with somebody. But so Sven, what going forward now? You know, the album's coming out. Obviously, the lockdown is still in place. The pandemic's still going on. Do we have any more videos coming in the pipe? What are the future plans for Wizzard once the album comes out?
Yes, next month, I think it's the 3rd February, we will bring out a new single before the album comes out.
Okay.
And after that, we have to practice, to play the songs live. And hopefully, we can go on tour in October.
Nice. What is the situation currently like over there in Germany with things? Is it still like strict lockdown? Are things loosening up? How is it going over there with this?
So we have a strict lockdown. So every restaurants and shopping malls and shopping centers are closed. You know, you have to do home office. No school. Children are at home. So it's really upfucked.
Yeah. Wow. Well, out of it though, we got a fantastic album.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a thing, you know, that gives you the power to come over the pandemic shit here.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to the band going forward, to you and the band, Sven. You know, hopefully we get to see you guys out playing live, because after all, that's why you do it, right? That's why you make the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Live. And we hope you get back out on that concert tour soon. And until then, just stay safe, stay healthy, right?
Lance, thank you very much for this interview. And can I say something to the people out there? Or
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. So thanks for your support, and to all our brothers and sisters out there, check out the new Wizzard album, Metal in My Head. True fucking heavy metal.
All right, Sven.
Okay. Adios. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.